as Scopus connects on a 3-ball there, his 23rd three-pointer of the season as a team, around 35%. As a steal, almost a dunk, but Brock Simon able to lay it in up and over the rim on the right side. And the Cougars off to a sensational start here this morning. A full timeout, we'll take it with them. 7-0 Cougars. Actually, we'll stay right here. 7-0 Cougars. The great start in this game as last night a 52-38 win for Durant. And Cascade not playing their best basketball. Great to come out here this morning. You never know what you're going to get out of routine Saturday. Early morning game. These kids haven't played a game like this in a while. So it's a great start to see as they're up 7-0 already on Osage.
Yeah, last night's game was definitely out of character for Cascade. They didn't take care of the ball great. They were a little sloppy, so it's kind of nice that they're able to get back here this morning and try and clean some things up.
And cleaning it up they are, leading 7-0 going off the get. Cougars come in averaging 60 points a game. They give up 40 defensively. Osage's 62-point average as they give up 46 a contest. Osage, a little bigger school. Roman size of 229. Cougars at 196. As the road uniforms, the Kelly green and white. The white numbers, the black trim for Osage. Cougars have their traditional navy blue and gold with the navy blue numbers, gold trim, white uniforms. Missed three for the right side, rebounded by the Cougars. They're up 7-0 with 6:10 and counting here in quarter one. Up top is O'Brien. Thought about a three. So O'Brien just recently became the 5th all-time three-point artist in the history of Cascade Cougars basketball. Passing my partner, Reese Roush. There's a three-pointer from the Hiawatha area that time. Brock Simon dials the long distance from the top of the key. And Simon, 11 three-pointers on the year. He comes in second leading scorer, around 11 points a game. Cougars off to a 10-0 run here. There's a three-pointer from the left wing. Lapperick, the 6'4 senior, gets the first bucket for Osage. And the run stops at 10-3 there as the largest lead of 10 for the Cougars. A jumper inside, gets it to bounce off the front of the rim and down. Johnny Supel, his second field goal for the third leading scorer on this team. And the Cougars lead by 9 now, 12-3. Another three short left side. That was taken by Drew Olson. He's their main go-to guy, 6'2 senior, averages 17 points a game. As he played a couple years ago, he's a starting quarterback, an all-district, all-state performer, former West Delaware coach for Osage's football team. 12-3. Here's a swat away by Gannon O'Brien. Off and running. O'Brien all the way in. Eye out the window and good. O'Brien with his first bucket. The fourth leading scorer, 9 points a game. And it's 14-3 now. The 11-point lead is the largest of the game. The Cougars just clicking defensively. Always those active hands in that 2-3 zone. Doing a nice job. And there's a block out of bounds. Gannon O'Brien recognizing that shooter and swatting that one out of bounds that time. And not just offensively here, doing a great job on defense, being very active so far in this game.
Yeah, that's 3 turnovers early for Osage. And against Cascade, you typically don't want to get down a lot early because with that 2-3 zone, it's tough to make comebacks.
Elijah Bloom is a new face in the lineup, as is Jonah Bloom. The brothers, a sophomore, and 2 sophomores, twin brothers, as Simon gets the steal at half court, trying to dunk this one in. It goes up, it pops up, and falls back down as Brock Simon gets his third field goal, 7 points, and still looking for that first dunk of the day here for Brock Simon, 16-3. The 13-point lead, the largest, is all the way in. Olson, eye out the window too hard, off the back of the rim. He's able to get his rebound on the left side, up and good. Drew Olson with his first bucket of the game. As I mentioned, their leading scorer, 17 points a game for the talented senior, Drew Olson. O'Brien has it left corner now. This is Kopis. Back up top to Simon. 16-5, Cougars by 11. 3.5 to go. Quarter number 1. The first game this morning started at 8:30. Cedar Rapids Xavier, the number 1 team in 3A, defending Class 3A champions, got that victory. There's a three left corner. Derek Kopis gets his second three of the game. Kopis comes in the 5th leading scorer, 8 points a game. as he's got 24 threes now on the year. 19-5, largest lead at 14 now for the Cougars.
It's a hot start from Cascade early, too. They're 8 of 8 from the field to begin and 3 of 3 from downtown.
Reed Roush will come in for Cascade. Dylan Ashbrenner checks in for the first time for Osage as that score. Cedar Rapids Xavier beat Solon earlier this morning, 66-54. Tie ball underneath. It'll stay Osage basketball going left to right. Osage has 5 state appearances, a 6-3 record at state. They were there 2 years ago. First round loss at Cascade, as we mentioned earlier, 60-27. And the year that Al Marshall's final season, as the Cougars got to the championship game for the first time ever, runner-ups to Western Christian, losing that close game 42-35. Here's Brock Simon, swats this one away. He takes it all the way in, off the glass and good. Brock Simon, 4th field goal of the game. He's got 9 points. He leads the way. And the Cougars now 21-5. And there's a 3. Deep 3 from the Marion area that time for the right wing. That's Drew Olson, his 2nd field goal of the night. He's got 11 three-pointers on the season now. He averages 30%. As there's a missed shot inside, Osage comes back with it, 21-8 Cougars. So Osage unranked. Cougars number 2 team in Class 2A. Another turnover there for Osage. Thrown right in the middle of the lane, swatted away by the Cougars. Now driving Harris Huffman, but did not get the ball down before the pivot foot came up, said the far side official, and the traveling turnover comes there, and the Cougars will sub in Logan Otting now. As Logan Otting, a 6'2 junior, a 7-man in the rotation now for the Cougars as they lead this game 21-8. Head coach Jake Brindle, the 1999 graduate of Western Dubuque, 2002 graduate of UNI, assisted by Roman Hummel, the 99 graduate, I should say, of Cascade High School. As Roman Hummel, head baseball coach at Cascade. Nathan McMullen, a former Cougar, on the bench this morning as well, as there's a 3 deflected away. Cougars come away with it. 21-8 Cascade, 1:45 and counting. Here in this quarter number 1, Roush has it up top, double team, gets it to O'Brien. Now short corner, Huffman couldn't find the handle initially, gets it back to O'Brien, thought about a 3. He'll put it on the floor, now kick it back out to Roush. Cougars with the commanding lead here, 21-8. And Simon drives. Boy, he's making it look easy this morning. Simon, another bucket for him as he's got himself 11 points. Right side with it. Elijah Bloom. Simon on top with him. Now pass the left side. Driving in is Jonah Bloom. He'll bounce pass it out to his brother. Elijah for a 3. Got it. Elijah Bloom, the 5'10 sophomore, gets his first bucket as Elijah Bloom averages 4 a game. That's his 14th three-pointer of the season. Harris Huffman goes all the way and leaves it short with defensive pressure right there. And Osage comes back with it. 40 seconds to counting here the first. Right wing. Here's a step back 3. No good. Too strong. Off the backside. Rebounded by Roush. And the Cougars will bring it up in the form of Huffman. Harris bounce pass, short corner. This is Otting. Turns around, jump hook, no good, but he's contacted on the arm to goal line to shoot 2. Logan Otting, first player to shoot free throws here this morning as a team. The Cougars shoot 72% from the charity stripe. As Logan Otting, a 67% free throw shooter, and he knocks the first one down up in the nylon there. Derek Kopis comes back in for Cascade. Lead now 13. The largest has been 16, 24-11. No ties or lead changes in this game yet, as a 10-0 run started the game for the Cougars. Second one good by Otting, 25-11 now. Olson has it up top with 20 seconds and counting in this game of the first quarter. As Olson right side, guarded by a new face in there. Back in there, I should say, is Johnny Supel. Left wing 3, good. Jonah Bloom got that 3 to go. Sage catching up. A 3-point count, 33% coming in. And there's a 3 at the buzzer. Derek Kopis answers his third 3 of the first quarter. And the Cougars lead by 14, 28-14, the advantage for Cascade. This is Cascade area basketball. You're listening to it from the South Center on KMCH.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's to size 18. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Welcome back in, along with in-studio producer, KMCH News Director Janelle Tucker, running the controls back on East Main Street in Manchester. John Swisher and Reese Roush back with you from the Cell Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. Here's a right corner three. Cougars get the ball, going right to left to start the second quarter as they lead 28-14. Missed three. That's the first missed three of the game. Cougars are 4 of 4 from three-point line in the first quarter. There's Gannon O'Brien. So back-to-back misses from three-point line. O'Brien can't get that one to go. Bounces off backside. Otting saved it, but able to throw it back in. Cougars another three by Supple. Rebound by Otting. Going to be a foul call. Great aggressive move inside by Logan Otting. Able to go up strong with the basketball, and he gets to the line for the second time. He's the only man to shoot free throws, 2 for 2 from the line for Logan Otting. As Otting, first one, up and good, 29-14. Largest lead that first quarter was 16 for Cascade. As the second one, nothing but net as well. 4 points on the line for Logan Otting, 30-14 now. Cougars with the lead. 2 team fouls on Osage right now. 0 for Cascade. Here's a shot. No good inside. Rebounded by Otting. Here come the Cougars. Supple. Now baseline drive. O'Brien. Yep. Gonna say that's a hard contact on the head there. Again, O'Brien has got some ball, but got a good piece of the side of the head. Did a Green Devil that time, and number 3, Drew Olson, will get called for the foul. His first, team number 3. Good aggressive baseline drive. Gannon saw that gap, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, he did. He saw the baseline gap, and he kind of took advantage of it. But this Cascade 2-3 zone is really giving Osage fits. They're taking away passing lanes. They're clogging up holes down low, and they're taking away a lot of three-point shots.
First one, no good. The second one is good for O'Brien. He's got 3 points now, a 69% free throw shooter. Brock Simon comes back in for Cascade. Simon, along with Kopis, Roush, Otting, and Johnny Supple, the 5 in there for the Cougars. 9 state tournament appearances all time for Cascade, a 6-11 record, 8 under Al Marshall. He was the head coach when the school first opened, Cascade Public, in 1976, all the way until last year when Jake Wendell took over. First year state tournament, lost in the first round of Comanche. Here's a steal inside, poked away by Otting. He comes up with it, and he passes ahead to Simon. Brock drives, double team, throws left corner. Great footwork there by Kopis, staying in bounds in the left corner as he gets it out to Supple. Johnny puts it on the floor, and now Brock will drive in the lane. Back out to Kopis, right side, Roush. Al Supple driving right corner. Pulls up, now baseline, try to drive it after the pass to Otting, and he lost it off his knee and out of bounds. It'll be Osage basketball going left to right, 31-14 here. Cougars lead with 6:22 to go in the second quarter. There's Tom Napper, a new face in the lineup for the Cougars. Harris Huffman comes back in. They join Kopis, Supple, and Simon. 31-14 Cascade. Number 2 team in Class 2A. unranked Osage. Osage a 10-4 team. They did not play last night. Had their game this week, Tuesday night, over St. Ansgar. They won 61-53. Here's a swat away by Simon. Huffman comes away with it. Left side is Supel. Back up top. Simon for a deep three from Highway 13. No good. Goes off the backside. Supel fights for it and gets it amongst its double team, and now they're calling a timeout. Coach Brindle will take a 30-second timeout to save that possession as the Cougars lead 31-14. We will keep it right here. So headsy play there, getting the and right now you talked about the defense, the 2-3 zone, really giving them fits. And Cascade, it just appears they're the more aggressive team here, and they're just out hustling Osage at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's already 4 quick offensive rebounds for Cascade here in the second quarter. Osage, if they're going to want to get back in this one, they're going to have to get stops on the defensive end, make sure to get the board, and try and get out in transition before Cascade can get set up in that 2-3 zone.
Cougars with that crossover. River Valley Conference won last night 52-38. Early in the week, they beat Bellevue 68-48. Down at Comanche. A rematch of a one-point game. Back in early December, the Cougars won at home 59-58. Up and inside, able to sidestep through the contact there, around it, and into the lane. A 4-footer up and good. Harris Huffman has his first points of the game, the leading scorer with around 14 points coming in. First points come here with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Turnaround jumper, no good in the middle of the lane by Klapperick, and rebounded by the Cougars. Huffman will bring it up. Looking for Kopis. Left side is Simon. West Delaware basketball, 1:45 this afternoon, right here live on KMCH. Supel drives, no good, swatted away. And Schwallen comes away with the rebound. West Delaware will take on Waverly Showrack. That's a rematch of a consolation contest last year, Class 3A. Waverly Showrack winning that game. We got third place in 3A. The Hawks taking home fourth a year ago. Is inside, double team, now kicks it out for a three. No good, bounces off backside. Off the missed shot by Klapperick, rebounded by Johnny Supel. Cougars lead 33-14. Right side is Kopis. Matches a 16-point lead, the largest that we saw in the first quarter as well. Huffman now to Kopis. 10-0 run started this game for Cascade. There's Huffman inside, great pass by Simon. Huffman almost got his own rebound, but goes off Osage. Will stay Cascade basketball. As Osage, Brett Bominett, 6'1" junior, comes back in.
Yeah, I think Huffman was kind of caught off guard there by how open he was off the baseline drive.
Supel right side. Kopis left-handed hip-high dribble. Stops at the free throw line. Passes right side of Simon. Now short corner, Huffman. Pass fake. Now sends it out to Supel. Supel will get it back to Simon. 33-14. Cascade leading. Here's Kopis for another three. Bucket. Derek Kopis from the left wing. His fourth three of the game. 4 of 5 now from the three-point line. As he is doing a nice stroke here this morning. And helping his team out. 12 points of their 36. Here is a three right side. That's no good. And a shot inside and good. A foul coming. And Schwallen gets the field goal. As Brock Simon will commit his first foul. That's the first for Cascade. O'Brien comes back in, and Schwallen will have a field goal coming here. Free throw is up and good for Lucas Schwallen. 3 points for him. Schwallen transferred 2 years ago from Crestwood. Mother Barb is the superintendent of Osage schools. 36-17, the lead. Left side. Here's O'Brien. Now up top for traveling call, Harris Huffman.
Yeah, Huffman had a few travel calls on him last night in the game, too. It looks like he's just trying to get his feet going before he has the catch.
Sage will bring it up over the timeline in the form of Brett Bominett. 36-17, 3:10 and counting here in this Quarter number one. Here is a three, left side, no good, off the right hand of Nathan Bushbaum, rebounded by the Cougars. O'Brien gets control of it and gets it ahead. There's Simon with a jump stop. Beautiful move off the window and good. Brock Simon, another field goal. His first one in the second quarter here is sixth of the game. Simon has himself 13 points. Back to a 21-point lead. The largest has been 22. 38-17. Left wing, Bushbaum for a three. It's deflected away by Simon. Coming up with it is Tom Napper. Left side, here's Scopus. Derek surveying, now back up top. Simon swings it to O'Brien. Inside, Huffman double team. Reach in or a jump ball? Be a jump ball called. As Johnny Super will come back in. Tie ball goes to Osage. Back in for Osage. Jonah Bloom. Quality of athletes on this team is Brock Simon, Gannon O'Brien being recruited by Iowa Conference schools, also NAIA schools giving a look for basketball and baseball. Johnny Supel being recruited for football and basketball as well. And there's going to be a travel call on Bushbaum.
Osage has been kind of loose with the ball here early in the first half. They have 8 turnovers right now, and that's what's helped Cascade get out to such a big lead.
21 right now. Largest has been 22. 38-17, the lead for Cascade. Simon has it. Skip pass, right corner to left corner. On top with it is Simon. He'll drive in, kick out. Left side, O'Brien for a wide open three. No good. Off backside. Skying for the rebound is Schwaman. And Osage will bring the ball up. The form of Drew Olson. 38-17. Cascade with the advantage. Osage has a record of 1-2 in non-conference games. Cougars non-conference style are 3-0. Wins over Makokata, Anamosa, and Beckman. Anamosa, a 3A school. The other two are 2A schools. Up top. Now left side. Olson thought about a three. He'll drive in. Passes out right side. Now here's a drive by Bobinet. Up and good by the 6'1 junior, Brett Bobinet. Gets his first field goal of the game as Bobinet comes in, the sixth leading scorer. 5 points a game. It's going to be a jump ball call on the baseline. It'll stay Cascade basketball. 38-19 Cougars. With 44 seconds to go here in this first half.
Wouldn't be shocked if Cascade held to the last shot here with 44 seconds left.
Up top, Simon. Simon, Kopis, O'Brien, Hoffman, and Supel. The 5 out there, the starters. There's Supel for a 7-footer. Got it to go. His third field goal of the game. Cougars lead now by 21 again, 40-19. Largest lead has been 22 in this game. Right wing, deep three, no good. Left short, front side rebound by Supel. Supel gets a rebound. We'll get ahead to Huffman. 10 seconds. Kopis for another three. Can he get it? No. Backside. But O'Brien out hustles Osage player. Gets it to Simon all the way in. Off the window and good. Brock Simon. 7 field goals and 15 points for Simon. And the Cougars are cruising here. 42-19. The advantage after 2 quarters of play. We will take a timeout. And we will come back and we saw this first half. Sage 42-19 at the halftime break. This is Cougar basketball from KMCH Sports.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Buy County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at Buy County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Welcome back courtside, downtown Cedar Rapids. Inside the U.S. Cellular Center, John Swisher, Reese Roush back with you on this Saturday morning for some breakfast basketball, Rivalry Saturday style, the Wells Fargo Advisors Shootout. And there's 3 games coming today from KMCH Sports West Delaware, way with the Sherlock at 145 in Western Dubuque. The Bobcats will hook up with Class 4A Linmar around 3:30. This one has been all Cascade. Start off on a 10-0 run. They led at the end of the first quarter, 28-14. They outscored Osage 14-5. And the story of this game so far, Reese, has been Cascade's knocking down shots and driving, being aggressive. They're 5 of 6 from the free throw line as well. And they're getting a lot of steals, forcing some turnovers on Osage as well. Just playing good basketball.
Yeah, Cascade shot about 50% in the first half from 3, but even on a lot of their misses, they were able to keep the possession alive. They had about 6 offensive rebounds, and a lot of those led to easy second-chance buckets. But early on in the game, Brock Simon had about 3 steals early that led to easy dunks. And then once Cascade got up, Osage started pressing a little bit, and that led to more turnovers. They ended up having 6 in the first quarter, and by that time, they were down about 14 heading to the second quarter.
As the Cougars lead 42-19 for Osage so far, 4 for Cascade. As Reese talked about, only 13% for Osage from the three-point line. Cascade doing a nice job. They've knocked down 5 3-pointers. They've had 6 in the scoring column. 15 points for Brock Simon leading the way. He's got one of those threes. 12 for Derek Kopich. He's got all 4 threes, all his points. 6 points for Johnny Supel, 3 for Kenneth O'Brien, 2 for Harris Huffman, and 4 for Logan Otting off the bench. 4 bench points there off the arm of Otting for the Cougars so far in the first 2 quarters. For Osage, they have 6 in the score column as well, 4 3-pointers, as Drew Olson has 5, one of those threes. Lucas Schwaman has 3 points. Jonah Bloom has 1 3-pointer. Colin Klopberg has a 3 as well. 2 points for Brett Bobbitt and 3 points for Elijah Bloom as the Cougars lead 42-19. As we take a look at some scores from last night in boys basketball, we talked about Cascade beating Durant by the final score of 52-38. In that one, the Cougars at home last night. Elsewhere, Edco beat Coconut Valley 59-29. Western Dubuque, another overtime game for Coach Garrity and company. The Bobcats beat the Spartans last night 63-61. Monticello fell to Mid-Prairie down in Wellman 50-44. It was Mount Vernon over Anamosa 70-54. Northland all over East Buchanan 91-34. Starmont beats up on Clayton Ridge 80-60. And then Community took down Independence by 5, 57-52. Springville loses to Albert at 68-63. And the West Delaware Hawks with a 20-point win over Central DeWitt at home last night inside Cedar Gymnasium. The Hawks 58-38 over the Sabres. Second place with a 7-2 record on the east side of the conference for the Hawks. And Derek Krogman, 24 points last night, 5th player in West Delaware boys basketball history to reach 1,000 points. As the third quarter is in the near future here, we'll be back to bring it to you. Cascade with the commanding lead at halftime, 42-19. You're listening to Cascade Area Basketball. You're doing it from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie Baskey at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Commercial or farm lawn care, Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville is who to call. They're licensed and insured. Call Dwayne for free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care is your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Back inside the Cell Center, downtown Cedar Rapids, John Swisher, Reese Roush. Cascade 42-19. The second of 7 games coming up today. And Cedar Rapids Xavier beat Solon earlier this morning. It started at 8:30, 66-54. This one started at 10:13 as the Cougars lead at halftime. So right to start the second half. Harris Hoffman inside, off the window, too strong. Rebounded by Schwaben, and Osage comes back with it the other way. On top with it is Brett Bobbitt. Now Olson has it. Later on today, Mount Pleasant and Charles City, the noon game. And then we'll have West Delaware Waverly Shell Rock at 1:45. Western Dubuque and Linmar at 3:30. There's a drive, a little floater from the baseline. No good. Off the backside, airballed it into the hands of Harris Huffman. Did Nathan Bushbaum. As right wing, Brock Simon. Now left side, Kopis. Up top, left side, Huffman for a 3. Got it to go. Harris Huffman for the 3 ball, 5 points. For Harris Huffman now, 45-19. The lead. Largest of 26 now. Here's a 3-pointer by Olson, no good. Rebounded by O'Brien. Passed ahead to Kopis. Simon able to save it. I think that one went off the official.
Yeah, I thought it did too.
Thanks for the help there, Mr. Official. There's a 3, left side by Simon, no good. And O'Brien fighting for the ball. It goes off of Osage. It'll stay Cascade basketball.
If Osage wants to have any chance of clawing back in this one, it's going to have to start on the defensive end. They're going to have to try and get a few takeaways and get back in transition.
Left corner 3, no good by Huffman in the corner. 45-19, the advantage for Cascade. Left side. Bobbitt. There's O'Brien, Supple, Simon, Kopis, and Huffman the 5. There's a left wing 3 by Kloperick, no good. Deep 3. Attempted by Bushbaum that time, no good. Right off the front of the rim. Huffman secures the rebound. And the Cougars. Simon. Kopis for a left corner 3. Got it to go. Derek Kopis. That's his 5th 3 of the game. He's got 15 points. Coming in averaging 8 points a game. 48-19 now. the advantage all the way in. No good off the back of the rim by Olsen. Chased down by Bushbaum. Here's a right wing three. Tipped away by Simon. Huffman comes away with the ball. And 29, the largest lead now of the game. No good on the three. Top of the key by Huffman off the front of the rim. And Osage comes back with it here. Little pitch pass, right side, right wing. That's short. Shooting it from the NBA stripe there, and that's going to be a travel call on Johnny Supple. As he was fine sliding on the floor. You can slide all you want on the floor, but just took that little roll over, and the traveling violation called. Osage basketball. The official having words with the official score for some reason. Checking on something at the table before he inbounded the ball. Osage has it going right to left, 48-19, 5:05 and counting here in the third quarter of play. First of three games from Rivalry Saturday today. The second event of the first annual Wells Fargo Advisors Rivalry Saturday. There's Olsen inside off the window and good. Olsen's third field goal. He comes in averaging 17. He's got 7 right now. Cougars did a nice job on him, limiting touches and his offensive prowess. Only 5 points in that first quarter, scoreless in the second frame. Here's a deep right wing three. Bucket. What do you know? Derek Kopus again is 6th 3 of the game.
It's pretty much automatic when he touches it right now.
18 points, leading the way. For the Cougars, 51-21, a 30-point lead, the largest. Off the window and good. Lucas Schwab in his second field goal. He's got 5 points now. Cougars 51-23. Up top, Simon. No good off the back of the rim. Simon will chase it down left wing. Now Huffman drives. Contact there. Slid into Huffman was Drew Olsen, his second. And the team first here in the second half. Subs waiting at the table, but Harris Huffman will have first. Harris comes in, leading scorer, 14 points a game, around a 73% free throw shooter. The first one is up and right through. He'll have one more. Roush comes back in. And so does Logan Otting. Otting, the junior. Roush, the 6'3" junior as well. The second free throw is up and good by Huffman. Cougars lead now by 30 again. Largest lead, 53-23. Right wing three, no good. Out backside goes off the hands of Reed Roush, fighting for that rebound underneath. Battling Jonah Bloom. Three Devils will keep it going right to left. 30-point lead. Cascade beat Osage by 33 in that first round game at the state tournament at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines on that Monday night of 2016. Right wing. This is Bobinet. Now a three, right wing by Bushman. Left short, rebounded by Roush. Up ahead to Kopus. Back to Roush. O'Brien swings it left side. 53-23. Three, top of the key by Roush, no good. But backside rebound by O'Brien. Kopus will skip pass, right wing, left wing. Huffman puts on the floor. Hard pass inside, able to get a handle on it. Otting puts it up as it was hit in the air. Still able to muscle it up. It goes off the glass and off the front of the rim with a timeout coming. 30-second timeout for Osage as we'll keep it right here. 53-23. The 30-point lead. And games like this, for Coach Brindle and company, you still want to keep your focus. You still want to use these to get better and work on things. The tougher part of the schedule is coming up down this stretch. We talked about the Cougars having Comanche as they will travel to Comanche on Tuesday night. They'll be at Monticello on the 30th, and then on February 6th, rounded out at Northeast before the postseason starts. So keeping the little things in check here, even though you're ahead in a game like this.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get sloppy down the stretch here because then you start forming bad habits, and they lead into big games like they have starting Tuesday night.
Osage has the ball going right to left. 2:50 and counting here in the third quarter. Cougars by 30, 53-23. New face in there. In the lineup, Will Rowling is in for Cascade, the 5'11" junior. As a deep right wing three, bounces off backside, pinball around, and finding it is a Osage player, putting it up, but no good is Ashburner. Backside rebound by the Cougars. Rolling. Nice pass inside Otting, back out to Huffman. Left corner, Rolling, finds Otting, gets it back to Rolling. He drives, now dishes out to Huffman. Huffman, left elbow. Roush has it. Cougars by 30, 53-23. Here's a three, left short by Gannon O'Brien. Chase for the rebound, Osage losing it out of bounds. 2:07 to go here in this third quarter. As Will Rolling, the junior guard, a young man who's battled cancer, a cancer survivor of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, as the 8th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game against Western Dubuque earlier in the year, was designated for Will and had that special significance for Coach Brindle and the team. Will Rolling, great to see him playing out there as this team ahead by 30 right now with 1.5 to go in this third quarter of play. The number 2 team in Class 2A, the Cougars, unranked Osage, coming in with a record of 10-4. As the ball lost out of bounds, Cougars will have it. Brock Simon comes back in. Tom Napper re-enters the game as well for the Cougars, as Osage will bring in Thor Mockstead is in there. Mockstead is one of the sophomores on this team. 6 seniors, 2 juniors, 7 sophomores for Osage. The Cougars have 9 seniors and 6 juniors. There's a three, up and good. That's Will Rolling.
Yeah, Rolling had his feet set ready in the corner, waiting for the catch. Once he got it, he knew it was going up. Great shot.
Rolling his third made three of the year. Average of a point of game. He scored 14 varsity points now. There's a shot in and good by Drew Olson. He gets his 4th field goal of the morning. He'll have a free throw coming. 9 points for Rolling, as they called that foul on the Cougars there, and the free throw is up and good. So 10 points on the night for Drew Olson, who comes in averaging 17, 56-26. Back to a 30-point advantage. Here's Simon, left corner. Drives in. Right-handed thigh-high dribble. Now passes left corner to Rolling. Rolling. Skip pass, right side. Here's Roush. Drives in. Pulls up from 15. Outside the right elbow. No good. Off the backside. Rebounded though by the Cougars. Nice effort by Otting. Puts it up one-handed with pressure in his face. Can't get to go. Front side rebounded by Bloom. And Osage brings it back. Deep three that time. No good. Off the backside, rebounded by Otting. Drew Olson with the 3 attempt. 20 seconds and counting, third frame. 56-26 Cougar. Here's a swat out of bounds by Olson. Tom Napper has that one taken out of the air above his hand and out of bounds. State Cougar basketball going left to right. As Otting, Napper, Roush, Rolling, and Simon, the 5 for the Hawks. For the Cougars, I should say. Rolling, right side. Rouse drives, top of the key, left-handed dribble. Simon now with 5 seconds. Passes it in the middle of the lane, trying to get it to Napper. It's picked off all the way in, but not going to get it off in time. As Jonah Bloom, Cascade leads, commanding 30-point advantage here. 56-26 after 3 quarters of play. This is Cascade basketball from KMC Sports.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Johnny Race back with you. Fourth quarter starts now as the Cougars lead 56-26. Largest lead has been 33 in this game as the starters back in there for Cascade for a little bit here in the fourth quarter. For Coach Brindle and his coaching staff, Simon Kopis, Huffman, Supel, and O'Brien, the five.
Osage is just really having a tough time getting looks right now against this zone, and it's making it real tough for them to get back into it.
There's a deep three, top of the key, no good. Attempted by Bloom, and there is a foul underneath, is going to the line. Will be Drew Olson.
And that's 0 of 11 for Osage here to start the second half from downtown, and 3 of 14 in general shooting, and that's making it real tough for them to get back in.
As there is a free throw up and good by Drew Olson. They'll have one more. 56-27 now. The lead for the Cougars. Second one. Nothing but nylon as well. 12 points now. 17-point averager is Drew Olson. Left side, Supel drives. Takes a nice step in after losing his dribble and got past the defender. Johnny Supel, only his fourth basket of the game. He's got 8 points. First of the second half. There's a shot inside, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Bloom. 58-28, back to 30. Here's a deep three, no good. Off the backside, O'Brien pushes ahead to Kopis. Derek now. Gives it back to O'Brien. He drives, dishes out. Simon, 3 for Huffman. No good. Wrangles in and out. Front side, rebounded by Jonah Bloom. And Osage comes back with it. 58-28, 6.5 to go. Here in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a drive, a left-handed jumper from the baseline. No good by Mockstad. And rebounded by the Cougars. Reminder, we'll have Iowa men's basketball coming up, joined in progress. Just getting underway down at Carver Hawkeye Arena on Chris Street Memorial Game Day. 25 years ago yesterday, the tragic death of Iowa basketball player Chris Street, January 19th, 1993. As the Hawks basketball family honoring Chris and his family today, as they do every year this time of year. There's a three, partially blocked away by Simon. As the Hawkeyes taking on the third-ranked Boilermakers of Purdue. Gary Dolphin, Bobby Hampton will be along for the Hawkeye Radio Network. And that'll take us up to coverage of West Delaware basketball as they take on Waverly Shell Rock this afternoon. Around 1:45, we stay on time. The first game finished up early. We got started at 10-13 in this second contest as Xavier beat Solon 66-54 in game one today. Mount Pleasant, Charles City, the noon scheduled contest. Osage comes back with it with a 30-point lead for the Cougars. This one's just going to be thrown out of bounds. And the Cougars will come back after his sub here. Gage Betts is a sophomore. Gage Bell's a sophomore. As Kopis, right side to O'Brien. Now Huffman driving and a travel call. There is Huffman. Traveling violation there as he was bodying up against the Osage player. 58-28, 5-15 and counting. Here in this fourth quarter of play. Cascade with their 15-0 record. 9-0 at home, 6-0 on the road. They'll be 1-0 neutral after today. There's a shot up and good by Drew Olson. His fifth field goal of the game for Olson, as he's got 14 points. Baseline drive, Simon kicks it out. 3, no good. Off the backside by O'Brien. Supple fighting for the rebound, but spin ball around and controlled by the Green Devils. Olsen pushes ahead to Schwaben. Schwaben turnaround move, trying to get the foul call, but good defense there. Supple and Hoffman right there stood their ground on the double team. And nothing doing. Osage will kick it out and set it back up here. 58-30. There's a turnaround jumper. That's no good. Left it short to Schwaben. O'Brien the rebound. Up ahead. Kopitz going all the way in. Has it swatted from behind. Drew Olsen with the block that time. And Olsen comes back with it. Up top, all the way in. Avoids contact. Left hand on the left side. Off the glass and good for Drew Olsen.
That was a very nice finish there. Once he got the ball and started going downhill, you knew he was going straight to the
talented move as well for Drew Olsen, as there is a contact foul called inside. O'Brien drove, and he will be, well, let's see. Officials conferring here. I'm not sure if they each called something different. Just making sure a blocking foul it is. They did not call anything until they conferred with each other. Drew Olsen will get called for his third foul, the blocking foul there. O'Brien will go to the line to shoot 2. One of the toughest calls in basketball, the old block charge call. Either way, you're not going to make everybody happy.
Osage has done a lot better job taking care of the ball here in the second half, but by the time they got down so much, it's just too little too late.
Subs here for the Cougars as the starters are out and done for the day. All except O'Brien shooting here off the front of the rim. And he makes the first one, misses the second one, 59-32, 4 minutes to go. As Otting, Napper rolling back in. O'Brien stays in. And coming in for the first time is Luke Bertling. As Bertling, a 6-foot senior, one of the 9 seniors on this roster for the Cougars. Inside, a little body contact, and Tom Napper's going to be called for the foul. And to the line will go Lucas Schwaben.
Got to give some credit to Osage, too, here. They got down big early, but they've still been playing hard, trying to execute their offense, trying to get good looks.
Up and good on the first one by Lucas Schwaben. As a team, 66% for Osage from the free throw line. Reed Roush comes back in here for the Cougars. Gannon O'Brien's day is done. His second one good by Schwaben. 59-34 now the lead of 25. Largest has been 33. Roush up top. Will pitch handoff to Bertling. Rolling left side now. Rolling came in and hit a 3 midway through that third quarter. This is Napper, and he's contacted from behind. A double team coming there. And on the floor foul will be baseline inbounds underneath for Napper. Give him the foul, but didn't give him the shooting foul. 59-34 Cougars. 3:25 to go here in game 2 of this rivalry Saturday inside the U.S. South Center. A decent crowd on hand for Osage, considering the trip they had. There's Napper for the 6-footer left baseline. Napper gets his first field goal. Comes in averaging 2 points a game. That was the 6'4" junior Napper. Short corner now back up top. Chasing it is Bloom. So Osage had to travel 125 miles, about 2 hours. Northeast of Mason City is Osage, town of 3,624 in Mitchell County. Up top with it is Olsen. Now right side. Bloom has it. No good. Off the backboard, but a backside rebound by Schwaben gets it up and good. And 61-36 now. The advantage for the Cougars. 2:20 and counting here in this ball game. Shy of an hour yet is this one. Here is Roush, the 10-footer. No good. Pops in and out. And rebounded by Olsen. Guarded by Rolling up top. Under 2 minutes to play. 61-36. Cascade will improve to 16-0. There's a nice shot running off the window and good by Drew Olson, and a timeout here. As coming in will be Carter Simon, 30-second timeout. Just to get some subs in, I would imagine here, and it is going to be substitution timeout here for Osage. There's a couple more subs in here for the Cougars. Nick Welter and Evan Knipper in. Also, number 54, Race Tuckler. As Carter Simon stays in. Knipper, the baseline. Nick Welter is now up top. Driving in, Simon. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Josh Berge, a senior. He's in there along with Noah Sletton. Also, Jarrett Sharper, a sophomore, is in there as well. There's a three, top of the key, Jarrett Sharper.
So Sage just first made 3 of the second half, 2 on about 14 attempts.
Under a minute to go. They had 4 threes in the first half. As there's a drive and a foul called. Driving in was Luke Bertling. He will go to the line to shoot 2 here. Luke Bertling averages a point a game. Got 1 free throw so far this year. Has not made one yet. 0 of 1. Up and good. For the first one, he'll have 1 more. And the second one dances off the rim and goes out right side for Bertling. 62-41, 40 seconds to go. Here in this game, non-conference contest, the Cougars will run the non-conference mark to 4-0. So Osage will fall to 1-3. No good on the shot. Bertling comes back the other way, loses it, and Osage comes back with it. 62-41, 20 seconds and counting. Pass right side, now inside. Picked off, intercepted there by Carter Simon all the way in, high out the window, and a foul going to come. Luke Bertling will go back to the line to shoot 2. 62-41. Got up to as much as 33 in this game. Cougars will improve their overall record to 16-0. Neutral record of 1-0. Sage will drop to 10-5. Neutral of 0-1 and 1-3 non-conference now. As the second free throw is up. And good. As well for Bertling. 2 more, 3 of 4 from the line for Luke. 5 seconds to go. 64-41 is going to be our final, it would appear. Trying to get a shot off, a 3 at the corner. No good. Up short. And it is 64-41. A 23-point win for the Cougars as they improve on with a record of 16-0. We'll come back for a quick post game, and we'll send you on your way for Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball. The Hawkeyes taking on Purdue down in Carver this morning. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
If you need residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical work, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans and wish them continued success. Put their team to work for you.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Financial Strategies, proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best for a fantastic season. Contact Vicki, Brenda, or Alice, your financial experts at Financial Strategies in Dyersville.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Welcome back into U.S. South Center. Downtown Cedar Rapids, Cascade with the convincing win over Osage. The number 2 team in Class 2A stays undefeated at 16-0 as they beat the Green Devils of Osage 64-41 here this morning. This game started at 10:13, just shy of an hour, as the Cougars improved their mark to 15-0, 4-0 in non-conference play. They down Osage to 10-5 and 1-3 in non-conference opponents. Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball coming up next year from KMCH Sports until we take it back from the South Center for West Delaware boys basketball. As early on at Carver, 13:02 to go in the first half. Purdue with a good start for them, not for the Hawks. 17-6 lead Boilermakers over the Hawkeyes early, as almost midway through the first half down Carver Hawkeye. Dolph and Bobby will be along for all the action here after we wrap up, as the Cougars, Reese just came out and played Cougar basketball, fundamentals, getting the steals, and of course knocking down shots. Got them off to that 10-0 run, and then they just cruised there, up by 14 at the half, up 42-19 at the half, I should say 28-14 at the first quarter, and just played a good, fundamental, solid Cascade basketball.
He used the defense early to get some quick steals, get out in transition, get some layups. Once your shooters see guys getting layups, getting buckets, they want to get down the court, run hard, run to the corners. And then guys start finding them. They see a few shots go in, their confidence goes up, and then it goes from there.
Take a look at some of the numbers in this game. The Cougars were led by Derek Kopis, as he had all his points from behind the three-point line. 6 3-pointers for Kopis on the night for 18 points, lead the way for Kopis, coming in and averaging 8 points a game, well over his average on a nice shooting day here at the South Center. 15 points for Brock Simon. All his points, including a 3, came in the first half. Nothing in the second 2 quarters. 7 points for Harris Huffman, 8 for Johnny Supel. Gannon O'Brien added 4. 2 points for Tom Napper, 4 points for Logan Otting, and 3 points for Luke Bertling. Also, Will Rolling added a 3-pointer in the third quarter for 3 points. So 9 scores for the Cougars. Reed Roush, also Carter Simon, Evan Knipper, Nick Welter, Grace Kuckler all played and did not score. 9 3-pointers on the night, on the morning for the Cougars shooting-wise, as they had those 9 scores. Their largest lead was 33. No ties, no lead changes in this game. Osage was led by Drew Olson, 18 points. 9 points for Lucas Schwaben, 3 points for Jonah Bloom, 3 for Colin Kaepernick, 2 for Brett Bobbitt, 3 for Elijah Bloom, and the young man off the bench, Jared Sharper, the sophomore, added 3 points. The Cougars at 15-0, as they know their schedule gets tougher. We talked about at Comanche, at Monticello, at Northeast before the postseason run starts. So they want to play good basketball here and finish things out. Staying healthy, of course, always a concern this time of year, and in schools, staying not sick. I mean, that's a big issue, too. The flu bug has been around in many schools around our coverage area here, so taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, because your teammates are depending on it.
Yeah, it's great to come to a place like the U.S. Cellular Center and play, too, because if teams are fortunate down the road to get to Wells Fargo. This provides kind of a similar background, similar atmosphere. So that way when they get down there, kind of the nerves have been out already, and they're kind of used to playing in an environment like that.
Derek Kopis wishes they could play the rest of their home games here.
Yeah, he's probably
6 threes today.
He's probably hoping he gets another chance to play here down the road.
Absolutely, as the Cougars get the win here this morning, 64-41. I want to thank our sponsors of Rivalry Saturday here today, By County Disposal, Crop Production Services in Dyersville, Worthington, Financial Strategies, Meyer Mechanical, Riker Shoes, and Spring Green Lawn Care. That's going to wrap it up for now. Reese, thank you for your time. As always, good to see you again, and we'll see you down the road, hopefully postseason if the schedule works out. Reese Rouse, 2015 graduate of Cascade High School. Appreciate his time and insight on the Cougar basketball program this morning. I'll be back around 1:45. Corey Coates will join me for West Delaware basketball, and then the Western Dubuque Bobcats later on this afternoon as well. The Hawks take on Waverly Shellrock, and then Western Dubuque will hook up with Linn-Mar to round out the day around 3:30 for our coverage here. The next game, Mount Pleasant and Charles City, will start in about 30 to 40 minutes from now. As once again, the final, Cascade 64-41. They improved the record to 16-0. Best of luck to Coach Brendel and company. We hope to see the Cougars down the road in the postseason trail. For in-studio producer Janelle Tucker, for my partner Reese Rouse, John Swisher saying have yourselves a good rest of your Saturday, and so long from downtown Cedar Rapids inside the Cell Center.